Hello everyone. So yesterday was the day I tried out my new tripod, the Penro. Uh, I don't know if it's the first tripod I've ever owned, but certainly the first pro level tripod I've ever owned. And my intention was to take it out early in the morning to the EMU Student Center. For those of you who aren't in the know about Eastern Michigan University, I live right by it. And on their map, this is where the student center is. It's kind of an artificial bogland or artificial marsh because they've got the ponds there, you got the wetland area there. And EMU Student Center is one of the best, biggest, and expensive in the country. A lot of people actually were against it being put in. They thought a parking structure could have been put in, but it is what it is. So anyways though, but I got only a couple hundred yards onto EMU's campus, pretty far from the student center, and I noticed a rabbit. Now, as everyone here knows, rabbits are very easy to spook. You go on EMU's campus, especially the student center, you will run into wildlife, skunks, raccoons, frogs, birds, occasionally deer. Squirrels, of course, they'll come up and eat right out of your hand. Obviously, deer and rabbits will not do that. So, I tried to be very stealthy. I did spook it and it hopped away just a little bit, but then it froze, and I set up the tripod. I got to admit, whoever designed it, it is very intuitive. With no more than within like a minute, I had the legs out, scoped, the camera mounted, and everything like that. It has a quick release plate versus just the thread screw, and I was able to get some pretty good images, and I'll actually show you those at the end. But a quick couple things about this tripod is very, very sturdy. It's all metal practically. And in addition to being very sturdy, it folds in a very compact size. You can see that in the clip above, how it fits relative to my hand. Now, I am going to talk about the one downside of it, which is that it is very heavy. That goes with the sturdy. And that's going to limit me because I can only walk carrying that tripod so far, and it's going to be a real pain in the neck if I try to get anything on the border-to-border trail. That's where you stand the best chance of running into deer. It's going to be very hard for me to both carry the tripod there and set it up versus if I'm just going with a camera. However, you can only get so close to deer. You got to use a telephoto lens. And of course, trying to use a telephoto lens without a tripod, as some of you know, is going to be very, very difficult. So what were the three real negatives? Well, one is it was colder than I expected, and with only a few minutes, I really regretted not having my hoodie. And also, I should have used the restroom before I left, And as I mentioned, the third downside, of course, is just going to be really the mobility of it. Because once I had it out in telescope, or the legs just out expanded completely, you can fold them back in and carry it, and it's somewhat easier. But you're still limited in mobility, and if you put the legs in, well, then you got to take a couple minutes to just expand them again to set it up. As I said, that with a mix of me being older, this is, using the tripod is going to give me a good shot, like I'll show you at the end. But as I said, it's going to limit that mobility. I'm not going to be able to walk more than a mile carrying that thing. And this is the shot I got, and I think it is very much worth it. Thank you.